What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Make Stuff Better. Today I have this little gem. I just got some upgrades for it, so let's make it better. So what we have are the brass wheel weights, diff covers, wheel extensions, and front hubs. These are all brass items, hence the gold. Normally I'm not into gold, but you know, the red makes it okay, because why not red, right? Yeah, let's do this. Since this comes with an Allen key, I'm just going to open it and use the provided Allen key to take things apart. This is pretty awesome. Don't want to lose those screws though. Look at this. They give you everything. Alright guys, the next thing is these wheel extenders, which are really cool. I'm just going to make the wheels stick out a little bit farther, and they have these awesome nuts, lug nuts that are like deep. Now the kit also came with these brass bushings and what look to be stainless steel screws, which is amazing because the other ones are just black, so they're probably painted or something. But these go through your pivots and your front hubs and probably just keep everything tight. Now you can see that the axle shaft doesn't come through straight in line with the pivot of your hub, and I'm assuming that's pretty important because your axle also is offset. Yeah, you can see that right down here it sticks out further than up here, so I'm sure that has to correspond with your hub so that this configuration probably wouldn't work. And you'd have to go with this one, which looks like it would work. Well guys, I just noticed that these two pins are different lengths. And what's going on is this is the stock one and that's the new one. So I guess they make more space in that hub for that one. That's great. You can put those screws in pretty tight and those bushings keep it relatively loose. I'm not going to say it's super loose, but it'll probably wear in because brass is a relatively soft metal and they'll get better at that. Alright, front's all done. Wheel spacers and everything are on. Now it's on to the back. Now let's get the tires on. And just because we can, I'm going to put these others on the fast way. We're going to go 1, 3. That's so much easier. I don't know why I just didn't do it like that in the first place. Okay, let's get the body on and see how this looks. On second thought, before we do the body, let's get these brass diff covers on. Oh, those are so nice. Just like that. I'll get this back on. I will say that doing these upper screws, especially on the back one, is a good idea because your upper links attached to that, there's a little bracket that sits on top of that. Let me show you on the back one. This piece right here is separate from the axle. So when you pull that screw out, that will come off and then drive shaft will fall out and all kinds of stuff. So I would take these screws out last and put them back in first. On the front, it looks like it's sandwiched between that and the servo mount. So that probably won't fall out, but I'm going to put them in first anyway. There's also 3 different lengths of screws. This one will go in the uppermost hole, so the truck is upside down right now. That's going to be this hole here. The shortest one will go there, and then the next longest one will go in the bottom. And as you can see, I did take off the steering arm so that I could get to the diff cover. Now we can put that back on. So I'm also deciding to move the bumper. It was, well, there's 3 holes on this. It was in the center hole. I want it pushed back to that first hole. And there's already holes there, but what I found was the hole wasn't big enough to start, so I'm trying to get the screw in it and it's just mashing the business out of it. And what I did was, I have this teeny tiny little Y screwdriver. It's a 3-lobe instead of 4 like a Phillips. And I just put it in the hole and pushed and reamed it out a little bit because it comes to a really small point. I mean, you could probably do that with a body reamer or something, but it just gave me enough wideness, made it the hole wide enough at the top that the screw would start threading in. And so, just a heads up, if you're looking to do that, that might be something you run into. Check this out, guys. I love the red. So cool. Yeah, and it sits a little wider. Look how those wheels sit out just beyond the fenders there. Before they used to sit just inside or in line with the fenders. I was also right about these hubs. They do go in this way, although I am interested to see what it would look like in the other configuration, or if it would even work. So let me know if you want to see that. Well guys, this video is long enough. What I'm gonna do is, in the next video, I'm gonna show some running footage of this thing, and I'm sure it's gonna do way better because we could just put a bunch of weight down low. Also, what I'm gonna do, if you probably saw, I didn't put the wheel weights in, the hexes, because apparently they don't work in conjunction with the spacers. So it's one or the other. And what I'm gonna do is compare wheel spacers to wheel hex weights. Yeah, just the regular weights. And we'll see which one performs better. Side hills, you know, vertical climbs, which one gets more angle. That'll be fun. See ya.